What's good, fam? How are y'all? I am going to be tinkering with this thing all day. I got a new headset. I'm not too keen with it. Um, but welcome to the Sweet Life podcast. I know it's been a while. I have been under the weather as well as the rest of my family. So I have been between the holidays and trying to get people back healthy. I have been out. I missed y'all. I really missed talking with y'all. How are y'all doing? Are y'all staying healthy? Are you ready for the holidays? Are you ready? Do you have your Christmas shopping done? I'm almost done. I think I have like one or two more things to do, but that's it. If you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Sweet Life Podcast, where I encourage and inspire you with different trending topics. We go into detail, and hopefully, you will take this discussion, open your mind, and apply it to your own life. A lot has gone on since the last time we talked, and it's been a lot. I don't know what is going what it's just between Diddy, Jeezy, and man, some of these other Hollywood stars. It is like stuff everywhere on social media. I had to take a quick break. I just I couldn't do it. It was just way too much. Tonight, let's toast to being together again. Cheers. Hmm. I got a little coffee tonight because I need to stay up later and do a little bit more work. But what are y'all drinking tonight? And where are you watching from tonight? Put it down in the chat. Let me know how y'all doing. I missed y'all. Um, so let's get into this news. It's a lot. I didn't choose to cover a lot of topics tonight, although I was very tempted to. Because like I said, it was some juicy stuff going on in the last, I think 3 weeks I haven't been with you guys. I really missed y'all. Um, today, who we talk about? Ashanti. Ashanti has confirmed that she is expecting her first child, and she is expecting with her boyfriend, Nelly. Now, this is her first child, but it's Nelly's, I believe this will be his third. He has two older children by his previous, I think his girlfriend. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I am very excited for them. I don't know. Tell me, have y'all ever gone back to your ex? Because if y'all remember, she was with Nelly. Oh, I think they said on and off again from 2003 to 2013. Was that 10 years? Yeah. So she was on and off again, and she has gone back to, they have rekindled their relationship, and she is now reportedly pregnant. Surprise, surprise. Uh, hopefully, this means a marriage. I think they're a cute couple. I'm very happy for them. Now, I don't know if I could get back with any of my exes. For me, they were my ex for a reason. And I know for some people, getting back with your exes is not a bad thing because maybe that just wasn't your time. That wasn't your season. Maybe they were more mature and ready for the relationship and you weren't. So maybe you went back. Me, unfortunately, that was not my case. And I most of my relationships did not end on a good note. I don't know if that says something about me, but I think they had to have ended on a bad note just because I'm a very loyal person, and I think I probably would have ended up going back to my ex. Uh, I don't know. Tell me, are you all very loyal and would end up going back to your ex even though it wasn't the best relationship? That's me right here. Um, yeah, let me know. Would you go back to your ex? Hmm. Yeah. Uh, on our next topic, uh, we have Mr. Jamie Foxx. As y'all know, I believe it was a heart attack. He had some health issues. They never have confirmed, and he still has not spoken about this, but he has confirmed that he was sick. There is a video that I'm gonna briefly show you. You should watch the entire video. It was really good to see him in his element. And he briefly discusses his health issues that he had. No one really knows what happened, what his illness was, but he does indicate that he's sick. Let's take a quick look at this. I thought this was really nice to see.
I think everybody, I've been through something, I've been through some things. You know, it's crazy. I couldn't do that 6 months ago. I couldn't actually walk to.
And not walk. You know that's black folks up in that. Come on, baby.
I'm not a clone. I'm not a clone. I know a lot of people were saying I was cloned out there. Boy, y'all ain't shit. That's a clone. That ain't no goddamn thing. That's a clone. You know what's interesting? First of all, I want to say to my black folks, man, thank you so much for holding me down all the time. It means a lot because I always say, like, to black folks, it's harder to impress black folks. It is, because you know, black people, every time you get an award, it's always somebody out there says, man, my cousin do the same thing. Oh, come on, man, I can't do the same shit. Right, man, my cousin did right hard, man.
That was really good to see him back on the stage. It looks like he is back to his old self. He looks very healthy. I'm happy for him. What do y'all think? What do you think he's going to bring to the table next? I I was not a great huge fan of the game show that he had with his daughter. It was okay. Nothing for me to say I had to watch it, every week, but I'm interested to see what is next for Jamie. It looks like he is back and he is all the way back. I know he did a movie, but I'm interested to see what else he has coming up. Knowing him, probably being in a situation where you had a health scare, you are probably thinking, "Oh, I'm ready to do X, Y, and Z. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm back." And I'm happy for him. Very interested to see what he has to come. Very, very, very nice. Um, Y'all, yeah, we gonna talk about it. Um, Diddy. It seems like every week someone is coming forward with something. Now, there are some recent allegations, and there's a lawsuit out indicating that Diddy was involved with some gang R. I won't even say it. And also he was doing some trafficking. Um I I don't know if what these women say are true, but it's kind of hard to dispel when you have multiple people coming with the same and very similar stories. Now, whether or not they can prove this is a different, but it's just, I don't believe in coincidences. It's a lot. And I hope for the sake of Diddy that this is not true, that they are truly allegations. And I didn't have a chance to put it up for you, but Diddy has made a statement, has come out and made a statement. Mind you, not what, less than a month ago or about a month ago, Cassie came out and indicated that he had trafficked her and made her participate in some things she didn't want to. She got a lot of pushback for waiting such a long time before reporting it. I have myself have never thankfully been involved in something as such, but I can imagine the pain that going through something like that. I can't imagine the pain. I can't imagine someone reliving it over and over again. And maybe that was her way of trying to close the chapter, trying to move on. And I'm not for sure I don't believe she could really go to court. I know a lot of people say she's just after money. That may be true, but in a lot of cases where either the statute of limitations is up or you feel like going to court, you you can't go to court for whatever reasons. You normally will go through the civil route, which is suing for money. And I hope that she has some closure with whatever that may look like. But again, more allegations. Diddy is just, man, he's getting pooped on. a, a lot of allegations, a lot of things are coming forward. And as you saw in previous articles, he's no longer, I believe, the head of Revolt. I'm sure other things have fallen through. I believe his school. And man, it's sad. But Diddy has finally come out and he posted enough is enough on Instagram. Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation, and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Sean Diddy Combs. Y'all, he said it. He said those allegations, they ain't it. I mean, comment below. Do you think these women are out for a quick payday? And if these allegations were untrue, why do you think Diddy settled so quickly? Because it's my understanding, at least with the Cassie, she asked for money before she went to court, didn't get it. And so she did take him to court. Maybe he didn't want the long trial. Maybe he didn't want to open up more cans of worms. I don't know. But Diddy said he's tired of y'all women with these allegations. He's saying enough is enough. He's not the sick person that these women are making him out to be. Do you think he did these things? Do you believe these women are telling the truth? And this is the second one. Do y'all think there are more out there that could potentially come forward? I don't know. Ladies, I wish the best for you, those who were involved in these. I hope that these are not uh that these stories won't catch up with you. Meaning if these are lies that I just don't want us to be another Carly Russell. I hate to see that. And again, I don't know if it's true. I hope it's not. But if it is, they will get what they deserve. And I hope this is closure for them. Y'all, I hope we are learning from these situations, particularly my younger audience. I know y'all want to live this life and have these fun summers, but I it's best that you are wise. And when I mean wise, I mean being wise to me means that the decisions you make, you think about your future. So if having this fun summer is going to affect your future, rethink it. Rethink if having this fun summer, it could potentially mess with my future family. If having this fun summer could potentially mess with my career. There's a lot to think about. And yes, you may not have everything clearly spelled out what your future looks like. You have some good discernment to know whether or not this fun summer you having will affect you later on down the line. And I know you guys are young, y'all want to have this fun, but there should be a line drawn and you should be wise about these decisions that you make. Be wise about who you surround yourself with. I hope y'all take lessons from these ladies that have been affected by these allegations that they're bringing forward, that you take and learn from this stuff. We don't want that to be y'all. We don't want you all to have to come forward 10 years later and say that you were trafficked, that you were made to do things you really didn't want to do, but you felt the pressure to. Come on, y'all. Let's be smart. Let's be wise. And I say that in love. And I, talking about that, I think people misconstrued love. I think they see that love is positive all the time, and that if I love you, I'm just going to be there for you, whatever. No, I love you and I don't want to see you ruin your future. I love you and I'm going to correct you. All of this I do out of love because I want you all to have a prosperous life. I want you all to be empowered with your decisions. I want you all to be wise. Before I just get so deep into it, let's move on to the next topic at hand. Um, what y'all came for? Now, uh, it's this marriage, this divorce has just really been in the news. It's a lot. And as we talked about this maybe what 4 or 5 weeks ago, Jenny Mai and Jeezy filed for a divorce from her. And since then, they have just constantly been in the news. Now, most recently, they are discussing, and it's all in the news, their prenup. So now people are, questioning, well, are prenups worth it? Do prenups ruin your marriage? Does it make it better? Those are all great questions that you should be asking. I think for each and every person, it may be different. Overall, a prenup is essentially to protect you and your significant other. And I know a lot of women look down upon these prenups, that they feel as if prenups cause friction because you feel as if the prenup is an indication that this person doesn't trust you, that this person doesn't feel as if this marriage is going to last. I know that is the way I felt when my husband and I initially had discussed prenups. And the question that always rung in my head when we discussed this was, does he think that we're going to get a divorce and that we're going to have to split everything? Like, I didn't even want to think about divorce. I wanted us to think about being together, living, growing old together, not what are we going to do in the event that we get a divorce. Because again, we had discussed and decided that divorce wasn't an option. So why are we discussing prenups? And again, I think it's a topic of discussion, and I think these needs to be held way in advance. And one of the things that you can learn from this Jenny Mai and Jeezy situation is that they made the mistake of signing this prenup a day before their wedding. The public documents, their prenup shows that they were married back in March or May something, but they signed the prenup the day before the wedding. And most lawyers will tell you that there are 3 common mistakes you make when you're executing a prenup. And Jeezy and Jenny and Mai made that one mistake. One of the 3. And that one mistake was signing at the wrong time. Because either party could say they were signing under duress. We have this elaborate wedding. There was no way I wasn't going to sign it because this expensive wedding has to happen. And a judge can easily throw that prenup out because said person signed under duress. So if prenup is on the table, have these discussions way in advance. Now, the lead attorney, who on YouTube, shout out to him, he gives some very good prenup advice. He indicated that Jeezy and Jenny Mai should have signed this prenup 6 months in advance. That's ample time to say no one was in duress and no judge could throw it out. Now, I know you're probably asking, well, what are the 2 other mistakes that people make when executing a prenup? One is that it's an uneven contract. What do we mean by that? An uneven contract, meaning that one party benefits way more than the other party when the prenup is executed. So one person, let's say, could get the house, the car, the kids, while the other person would only get, I don't know, $3,000 a month. A judge could view that as being uneven and throw it out. A third mistake people make with prenups is that, similar to uneven contracts, it's one-sided, meaning that one person had their lawyer write the prenup up and did not get their significant other a lawyer to look at, review, and add to the prenup. That the prenup solely was executed, drafted by one side, one attorney, and not the other party. And I said 3, but actually there's 4 common mistakes. I say that because I've heard from many lawyers when we discuss prenups that a lot of people sign these prenups because and draft these prenups on their own, that they don't consult a lawyer when drafting these prenups. And so if you go on the lead attorney's page, you'll see a video where he talks about it, where he indicated that there was, one man who had put in his prenup that she had to weigh less than 150 pounds throughout their marriage. Yeah, ladies, I can't believe he actually put that. Like that that's doing too much. And because of that, the judge threw out the prenup. It was not. He's like, this is ridiculous. So out goes the whole prenup. So you have to get it execute or drafted by a lawyer. Be smart. Yeah, I understand if you go the route of prenup. Yeah, I understand it's not cheap. But would you rather pay on the back end where you're putting out more money? Ladies, gentlemen, let's be smart about this. I'd rather put 3,000 up than lose, I don't know, half a mil. I'm just saying. Iceberg Slim in the house. He said, salute TBS. He said, prenups are not needed for most people. Mm. I don't know. Iceberg Slim said it's not needed for most people. What do y'all think? Do y'all think he's right? Let me put it to you this way. I heard this from a lawyer, and I it made me think really hard. And I was like, I kind of now look at prenups differently. This lawyer said that when you think about prenups, would you rather the government execute your prenup? And of course, government being meaning the courts. And as you know, most courts will side with the women. Big up to the women. But what if you're making more than the man? You have to give him spousal support a lot of times. So would you rather the courts provide your prenup, execute your prenup, or would you rather be in control and decide what your prenup says? And I thought that was kind of a different way to look at it. That I would rather be in control and say what I don't mind sharing with my spouse should we divorce. Let's look on the flip side. Prenups cause a lot of friction in marriages. Prenups with women, we feel as if there's trust issues. And a lot of times when people execute prenups, there's no communication about it. It usually just shows up. Hey, I want you to sign this. No discussion. Communication is key. Man, it's key. Let's have a discussion about this. Is this something that we both want? If not, what is something else we could execute? What about a trust? If you won't sign a prenup, let me create a trust. So, in the event something happens, my estate will go to my mother. My estate will go to my children. There are alternate things that you can do outside of a prenup. Again, the lesson learned here is communicate with each other about this. If this is something that you feel is necessary before you get married, tell your significant other that. Then think about why is it you feel like you need this? Well, 50% marriages end divorce. Facts. But what if you go into the marriage thinking that divorce is not an option? Then you end up being that other 50%. Do Prenups ruin a marriage. It can. Do you think prenups are what's best for a marriage? I think it depends on the person. I think it's best to communicate. Maybe a prenup is not best, as I said. Maybe a trust is what's best. I'm interested. Does anybody have a prenup? What's your experience been like? Was it a positive one? How did you approach your significant other with that conversation? Hey, I want a prenup. Sign this. I don't know. I like I said, it was a touchy topic for me. I will admit when I had this discussion. But as I'm wiser now, I get why some people feel the need. I have faith that my marriage will last, that we are going to grow together. We're going to grow old together.